All right, so not a whole lot of new stuff this week, which is not super surprising since everyone's trying to get their existing stuff done for Quincy. So a couple of things closed, not as much as last week, but still a couple. Um, it looks like the fix for the uh, stats for bucket loading got merged in. This was the issue that cropped up last week with RGW. Luckily, we got that in before the Quincy merge, so that's really nice. Or sorry, the Quincy freeze. Um, so that fixed the issue as far as we can tell. So that's a really good performance fix. Let's see. Igor's PR for make shared blob FSCK much less RAM greedy. That was merged by Neha. That's also really, really good. That I believe we don't have Adam from Core here, but I believe he said that was changed to be able to fit within a memory boundary based on the OSD memory target. So that's really good. Previously, it just improved it, but didn't actually bound it. Now I believe that's bounded. So very, very good fix there. Um, oh, last one. This was just a super old PR from Ceph Volume that was closed by the stale bot. I don't even remember exactly what was going on there, but apparently no one else does either. So that got closed. We do have a number of updated PRs. Ronan, are you here? Yes, you are. This is this use thread local pointer variable. You approved that. Do you think it's time to merge this thing?
Yeah, was it a request for Keeper to approve? Yes,
I think there was a question for Kefu if this should be merged, but since Kefu is not, maybe quite as involved as he used to be, maybe we should. If this passed, I don't know if is this run through QA.
Sorry, what did you?
Oh, I asked if this had been run through QA yet. It doesn't look like Yuri's looked at it yet or added this. Maybe we should add this to QA. Is it? I'll just add these QA to the label here. The labels.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay. Assuming you're okay with it still.
Yeah, it's nothing major there, but I think it should be past QA and be merged.
Cool. All right. Next, Adam's PR to make the pinning logic simpler in the BlueStar O-Node cache. That got updated, and Igor re-reviewed had some changes. So that's back. That is back in Adam's court. Radix introduced huge page-based read buffers that broke on FreeBSD, and I think he's implemented some fixes but doesn't have a test machine, so we're waiting on the FreeBSD folks to get back to us to say if that fixed it or not. Let's see. Igor's PR for optimizing PG removal. I believe that just got some updates. Make sure I didn't miss something in this one. You know what? That one actually should probably be in no movement because I don't think anything's actually last week on it. So, and then the OMAP benchmark test that we added to store test. No movement on it really, just that it was marked unstale by Neha, since we do still want it in some fashion. Otherwise, I think everybody is very much focused on Quincy and trying to get bug fixes and things in. Were there any PRs from anyone that I missed? All right, then the only thing I had for discussion topics today is that we are trying to do Quincy testing, performance testing. Not actually doing the final tests yet, but this week I've been working on just making sure that everything is still working properly. Primarily focused on Pacific tests at the moment, that we'll be able to use for comparison later. There were just a couple of issues there. One is that the iSCSI tests are not working anymore due to our reading not appearing in the target CLI hierarchy. After talking to Josh and Neha about that, I think our plan right now is just to skip any iSCSI testing because it's kind of not super important. Or at least that was the kind of general thought on it. If anyone cares or has a different opinion about that, let me know. But right now we're planning on just not doing any of the TCMU runner iSCSI type tests for this. Given that Mike Christie left a while ago, and I'm not sure how much work has been done on it since then, but I don't think anyone's really expecting a huge dramatic change in the performance there anyway. Let's see, next. So far I've been doing tests with 6 OSDs per node on our NVMe drives. They're looking right in line with where I remember them being for Pacific previously, so it's all looking really good. The one thing here is that gathering cycles per op metrics using perf with these kinds of big tests where we have lots of NVMe drives being used on a per node basis is showing up to about a 15% performance impact for like small random reads. So we do see an impact by gathering those cycle per ops metrics. I was primarily going to aim this at Neha or Josh, but kind of the question is for this Quincy testing, whether or not we should continue to gather these metrics for the big tests or just kind of restrict it to the smaller tests. If anyone has a strong opinion, feel free to air it. Otherwise, I think my thought is maybe we'll just not gather this for the big tests. Not hearing strong opinions on it, so I'll bug Josh or Neha about it and see if they care. But otherwise, I'll probably just disable perf for those tests since this is showing a non-negligible impact. The other topic that has come up is running recovery tests for this. I think my thought right now is to basically take some of the standard FIO tests that we run and add a recovery workload. Basically, in the past, the way that this worked is we let FIO run for a while. We first pre-filled and then let FIO run for a while, doing some kind of workload, marked some number of OSDs out, and then watched what happened until the cluster entered into a steady state again, became healthy, and then brought the OSD back in, and then watched the behavior again until again we entered into a healthy state. That's probably what I was thinking, something along for recovery testing for Quincy here. But again, I'm open to feedback if anyone thinks something different would be better. All right, well then I will continue on with that as planned. The only other thing here is S3 tests. I've got some pre-canned ones from the past that I'll probably just recycle. Basically multiple RGW instances, high concurrency, lots of objects, lots of clients. Just see basically how far we can push RGW and then look at how much CPU it's using and how hard we're pushing the OSDs. That's kind of typically what the tests have been in the past. So yeah, that's basically all I've got for right now. There are some Quincy related things, performance and general things that are still in the works. Radek's working hard on trying to fix some issues that were caused by a bufferless PR that he got in last minute. I know that the RGW guys are still working really hard. They had PRs coming in on Friday that I think they're still working on getting fixes in for. Um, I'll open it up. Anyone have anything else that they would like to talk about today, or issues they want to bring up?
I'll say if people in the call don't know, there's also some testing going on our Giba cluster, which has I don't remember the exact number of OSDs, but it's a lot of OSDs. It's basically for scale testing, so that on top of Mark's performance testing should cover a lot of holes in what's going on and hopefully catch some corner cases. But yeah, there's an IRC channel for that if anybody's interested. I think it's let me check really quick. It's hashtag Ceph-Giba. But and
Laura,
again, that's not. Oh yeah.
I was just gonna ask, do you remember how many OSDs we have on that cluster?
Let me check really quickly. I think it's like I don't. I can check. 1 second.
Okay, sure.
Just something to know that we're getting things from all angles.
So one of the questions with the Mako cluster that I'm using for all of this testing is we have the ability to double the number of OSDs. We have enough memory to do it. So we could do like 2 OSDs per NVMe drive, which would give us around 120 OSDs. But I'm not sure if it's worth redoing all the tests like both ways, or if we should just for this cluster stick with like one OSD per NVMe drive, which is much more common way people deploy.
Yeah, I just checked there are 975.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so that's basically over an order of magnitude of what I'm testing right now, and so that's good. We're getting really good different coverage with that.
The main bit I had to add, but also just if you're doing any performance testing and you want us the core team to get involved in any way, I don't know exactly what way, but just let us know because I I always like to get involved in different kinds of testing. So um, if there's any conversations that need to be had, let us know.
Sure, sounds good. I think I maybe heard someone else speaking up at the same time earlier. Was there someone else that had anything for this week?
I don't think I heard anybody else. It might have just been me speaking, but
Okay. Well, if we have nothing else, then let's wrap it up. I know everyone's busy with trying to get fixes in for Quincy. All right. Have a great week, everybody. See you later.
everybody
Bye.